Welcome to yoga. Meet me in a standing position near the top of your mat with your hands together at heart center and close your eyes. Feel your breath in and out through your nose. Smooth, steady, and controlled. Find your breath. Feel your body. For this series, we will hold each pose for 5 breaths. And then that's it. You'll be done. So open your eyes. If you're using blocks in your practice, I recommend having one at the front of your mat and one at the back of your mat for this sequence. And step your left foot back about 3 or 4 feet. Setting up for a triangle pose. Reach your arms out front and back. Before you go anywhere, just hinge at your hips, reaching your right hand towards the top of your space as far as it will go. Then lower your right hand down and your left arm high. And you could place your right hand down on a block, but I usually just use my shin. And if you're feeling a little tight, you might even have your hand on your thigh. That's okay too. Feel your inner thighs working as if you were trying to drag your heels towards each other. And feel length in your back, especially on both sides of your waist, so you're not just dumping into one side. And allow yourself to settle into this alignment. And then let's switch sides. Rise up, turn your right toes in, and turn your left toes towards the back of your mat for a triangle pose on your left side. Hinge at your hips, reaching towards the back as far as you can go, and then lower your left arm down, reach your right arm high. Again, it's not about depth reaching the ground. This is about depth in your left inner thigh and length and strength on both sides of your waist. Keep your chest rolling up, lifting up for the ceiling as if someone's reaching down to touch your right hand. Heels are pulling in towards each other. Your breath is calm and present. Next inhale, rise. And pivot your left toes in. Pivot your right toes to face the front of your mat. With your arms at a T, turn your arms all the way until your left fingertips reach towards the front of your mat. So you're in a twisting position, right hand reaching back. Then reach your left hand forward as far as it will go, hinging and reaching, hinging and reaching. Then lower your left arm down and reach your right arm high for Revolved Triangle. Now to help with alignment, place your right hand on your lower back and feel your hips. Work on squaring them off, and it helps a lot to step your left foot forward even a couple of inches, or placing a block underneath your left hand. Use the pressure of your right hand to your pelvis to pivot your right hip back, your left hip forward. 3, 2, 1. Reach your right arm up, then rise up. Turn your body to the left, facing the side of your mat. Pivot your toes, right toes, pivot in. Left toes, pivot towards the back of your mat. Then twist all the way through your arms until your right arm is reaching forward. Reach, reach, reach. And then lower your right arm down. Reach your left arm high. And if you did on the other side, take your left hand to your sacrum, to your lower back. Step your back foot in a couple of inches if it helps. And physically twist your hips so your left hip pushes back and your right hip pulls forward. This is a very deep twist. It's normal to feel a little panicky. Notice that, and then breathe. You're in control. And then rise up, undo your twist, turning your body to the right, pivot your left toes in, then setting up for extended side angle. Pivot your right toes to face the front of your mat. Deeply bend your right knee for a warrior 2. Then lower your right arm down and reach your left arm high for extended side angle. And there are many variations of this pose that you can play with. Find the one that serves you today. You can modify with your forearm to your thigh. You can play with a half bind by wrapping your top arm around behind you. Do your best to recruit some core strength in this pose to keep your upper body lifting up. Then release whatever variation you've got and rise up to stand, straightening out your legs, pivot your right toes in, pivot your left toes, point the back of your mat for extended side angle on the left side. Find warrior two first, deep bend in your left knee, then hinge and lower your left arm down, reach your right arm high. Find a similar variation that you played with on the other side, being mindful that your breath stays calm, smooth, and deep. And no matter what variation you take, your core is strong, holding and supporting the weight of your upper body. Then slowly come out and rise, straightening out both legs. Pivot your left toes to face the side of your mat. Then take a crescent lunge facing the front of your mat. So deep bend in your right knee. Pivot your back heel up as you reach your arms up in a nice deep lunge in your legs, crescent lunge in your arms. Then bring your hands together at heart center. Inhale to find length, lifting your heart towards your thumbs. Exhale, twist to your right, hook your left elbow outside of your right knee. You can modify with your back knee down for balance, that's okay too. But work on breathing your thumbs closer to heart center. Working on lifting through the muscles in your back, pressing through the muscles in your arms, and breathing deeply in every crevice of your upper body. 3, 2, 1. Inhale to rise, straightening out both legs, pivot your right toes facing the side of your mat, and then set up crescent lunge facing the back of your mat. Bring your hands together at heart center. Inhale to lengthen, press your heart towards your thumbs, then exhale, twist to your left. Hook your right elbow outside of your left knee. If you lower your back knee down on the other side, make sure you do that here. Now breathe. Each inhale is an opportunity to lengthen your spine, lengthen your torso, and each exhale is an opportunity to twist just a little bit deeper. Three, 2, 1. Rise up, straightening out both legs. Turn your body to the right, facing the side of your mat. Then pivot your right toes towards the front of your mat. Step your left foot forward. Find Samastitihi, hands at heart center, eyes closed. Stand tall through the crown of your head. Ground down through the soles of your feet. And take a big breath in through your nose, out through your mouth. Seal your lips. Open your eyes. Find mountain pose, inhale. Then forward fold, exhale. For halfway lift as you breathe in. Chaturanga, high to low plank as you breathe out, or Nataranga and go straight to down dog. We'll meet there. From your downward facing dog, meet me in extended child's pose. With your knees wide towards the sides of your mat, your big toes touching behind you. Lower your hips down towards your heels. Walk your arms out long in front of you. With your forehead resting on your mat, this is the time to let go. Soften the muscles in your face. Soften the muscles in your face. Around your eyes and jaw. Release your shoulders, your hips, and your core as you feel your belly fall towards the mat. This is a practice of holding on and letting go, a practice of strength and relaxation. So even in these relaxing poses, you are still practicing strength of the mind, to keep your mind present, to stay focused and calm. Namaste.